Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of the Paul Morphy series on my channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at a game between Paul Morphy and Charles Maurian. The game is from the year of 1857 and it was played in New Orleans. And as you can see, Morphy again has given Maurian knight odds as in our last video, and Morphy plays the move e4. We have e5 and now f4, like in the other game, the king's gambit structure. We have e takes f4, now knight f3, again defending against queen h4, as also in the previous video, and we have the move g5, also as in the previous video. Now we have the move bishop c4, also as in the previous video, developing the bishop, aiming at f7 here. Just a nice developing move here from the white pieces, and we have the move g4, attacking the knight. In our previous game, Maurian went for the move knight to e5. In this game, of course, Morphy didn't have this knight, but Maurian had this knight because Maurian was playing with the white pieces. If you haven't seen this video, just check it out. You will also like it. But in this game, Morphy doesn't want to save the knight. He just goes for d4, grabbing space of the center. Now you can see that clearly who basically won the opening battle for the center. It's the white pieces. But for the center, he gives up the knight, which is, I think, okay. We have pawn takes f3, queen takes f3, and the good thing about playing the move d4 is that now your bishop can actually take on f4 in the future, and you can introduce a new piece to the attack. Maurian went for the move d5, just opening up some lines for his bishop, and we have bishop takes d5. After bishop takes d5, Maurian went for the move c6, attacking the bishop. And here Morphy, not being wise, for example, like retreating the bishop somewhere, for example, bishop b3, for example, which would be, I think, a beta move. Morphy goes for the alpha move. He plays bishop takes f7. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Fireworks already started. King takes f7, and you can see that, Morphy just gave up another piece. So his opponent has 3 pieces more than him, and but this weak king also. So it's hard to debate who is better here. I mean, if you play against Morphy, I would prefer the white pieces. We have the move queen h5 with check, attacking the king. So the king has the move. We have king to g7, and after king g7, wow, king g7, we have bishop takes f4. So Morphy introduces another attacker to the party. We have these 2 attackers here. Also, the rook will join quickly, grabbing a pawn, and I think this is just a great move. Also, you have to be careful about bishop h6 in the future, which would be really devastating. So his opponent goes for bishop to e7, just develops. You have to develop black at some point. White goes for castles. Now you can see that this rook is on this nice f-file, and I think it's really well positioned there. And actually, you can also, like, for example, rook lift maybe, go rook f3 and go to g3. It's also an interesting try. His opponent went for queen takes d4 with check, grabbing a pawn, and after king h8, you really don't want to play rook to f2, for example. Like, this is not what you want. You want this rook to be flexible. So king h8 is the only sensible, king h1 is the only sensible move. Now we have really a critical position. Here black has a number of good moves, for example, knight e7 just developing, bishop f6, even knight f6 is okay. But in the game, Maurian went for queen takes e4. He's a bit greedy in my opinion. It takes another pawn, it's understandable, but you have to develop some of your material. I mean, look at this back rank. I mean, just look at it. Only 2 pieces in the game. And your king is so weak, you have to get pieces into the game to not get checkmated. Morphy went for rook a to e1, attacking the queen. And what's really interesting is that actually black's best try here is to just lose the queen, like to sacrifice it on e1 and claim that this position is better, which I find quite amusing. Like, your best try is to basically sacrifice your queen. But instead, Maurian went for queen g6. And on the first look, it makes sense. I mean, you want to trade queens. If white shouldn't really trade queens, because if you trade, then your whole advantage just goes down. You have to attack in this position. You have to attack. So Morphy attacks. And if you want, you can try to find the most attacking move in this position. And I will give it a couple of seconds. And here Morphy goes for a tactical blow. He plays the move rook takes e7 with check. Boom, in your face. And what can you actually do now with black? If you take the rook with the knight, then it's mate in 2 in some of these variations. So the mate starts with bishop h6 with check. So your only move is to either capture the bishop or to go with king g8. If king g8, then rook f8 is checkmate. If queen takes h6, then queen f7 is checkmate. So you can't really accept this rook. So instead you have to play another move. Morphy went for king f8, attacking the rook. But now the second move that is quite beautiful, I think, bishop d6. You can't capture the bishop because you're in check, and you can't take the rook because the rook is defended. I like this motif a lot. You basically box in the king. These are a lot of arrows. I hope they make sense. And yeah, you don't have a good option here. His opponent went for knight f6, just blocking the check, but still, boom, rook takes f6. The second rook joins the attack. And also in this position, it doesn't really matter what you do. If you go with king g8, just stepping out of the check, then of course your queen hangs. So rook takes g6, pawn takes g6, and here you can play queen takes g6, king f8, and here we get mated. So instead of going with king g8, his opponent captured on f6, didn't lose the queen, but got checkmated in the next move. You can probably also see it right now. Queen e8 with checkmate. Boom. Queen is defended, delivers mate. Beautiful, beautiful game. So yeah, if you enjoyed this game, I will see you in the next one. You can subscribe to my channel, like my video, comment, share this game with your friends and your dog and your cat and your mom and your dad and your grandfather and the rest of your family and your friends. And I will hope to see you in the next one. Have a nice day, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.